Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe. We are reading from Sri Radha Rasa Sudhanidhi, verse 24. O Sri Radhike, when can I see your young lover sitting in a high kadamba tree, watching you as you go down to a lonely place on the bank of the Yamuna, where I massage your ambrosial limbs that are the very life of Cupid. O Sri Radhike, when can I see your young lover sitting in a high kadamba tree, watching you as you go down to a lonely place on the bank of the Yamuna, where I massage your ambrosial limbs that are the very life of Cupid?
If you can increase the dB, that's good. Yes.
Is it really quiet for you guys, Ramani, Kishori? Is it like, is our voice really quiet?
No, fine. We can listen you nicely. Mahatma.
So then I think it's...
But only Mahatma's voice, not Gorasundara voice. Only Mahatma voice now.
You cannot listen.
Yeah, somehow Mahatma's voice is nice, and Gorasundara voice is little far.
And now it's better? So
maybe it's better now because this is the
closer,
better.
You need to hold close to the mouth, yes.
Well, thank you, my dear. No problem.
Radha,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Radha?
Okay. Read the verse one more time.
Try to continue.
Yeah, I'll read the verse one more time. O Sri Radhike, when can I see your young lover sitting in a high kadamba tree, watching you as you go down to a lonely place on the bank of the Yamuna, where I massage your ambrosial limbs that are the very life of Cupid, a lonely bathing place of the Yamuna. In a spiritual revelation, Shripad sees himself staying with Sri Radha in Yavat as her maidservant. It is summertime, and Srimati wants to take a bath in the Yamuna this morning. Shripad and Swamini go to a lonely bathing place on the bank of the Yamuna without any of Srimati's girlfriends or other maidservants. The maidservant's heart is enchanted by Swamini's gestures. Swamini looks all around as if thinking, I hope Sundara, beautiful Krishna, is not noticing where I'm going, beautifying the whole environment of Vrindavan with her glances. Meanwhile, Mohan is playing and milking his cows with his friends in his own abode, Nandishvara, when he hears from a parrot that Sri Radha is going out to bathe in a lonely place by the Yamuna, taking only one maidservant with her. When Mohan hears this, he tells his friends that he wants to admire the beauty of Nandishvara's garden on his own, and he goes to the place where he expects Radhika to bathe, climbs up into a nearby kadamba tree, and hides himself in the thick foliage. Now, Srimati arrives at the same place with her maidservant. She is tired of walking there with her tender body, so she sits down on a jeweled staircase that leads down to the Yamuna's water. Her beautiful golden body illuminates the bathing place near the Yamuna. The blackish color of the Yamuna water reminds Swamini of Mohan. Srimati is overwhelmed by feelings of love for Mohan.
I think here is Shyam Sundara as a good description because I think this is meaning of a blackish boy. Shyam, isn't it? Shyam is a blackish boy. And so because the water of the Yamuna is blackish, so they use this word Shyam Sundara because he is also a blackish boy like Yamuna. So it is similar to this, to the color. And you see the blackish color of the Yamuna water reminds Swamini of Shyam Sundara.
Yeah.
Only.
Yeah, perfect.
Should.
Srimati is overwhelmed by feelings of love for Mohan, and she sees Mohan inside and outside of her. Shamsundar is admiring her sweet form, unhindered from the top of the kadamba tree. The maidservant starts to massage Srimati's beautiful body in this quiet and lonely bathing place near the Yamuna. First, she opens her braid that looks like a huge black cloud, sprinkles her hair with fragrant oil, and then combs it with a jeweled comb. Each of Swamini's hairs is dearer to her than millions of lives. After combing Swamini's hair, the loving maidservant undresses her to massage her with fragrant Narayan oil. She reveals Swamini's body, which is not even seen by omniscient Sham, who, for this purpose, has to climb into the top of a kadamba tree.
Here we can see how intimate this all is. It's the most intimate service that the manjaris are performing. It is even not revealed to Shyama. He has to climb a kadamba tree, hide himself so that he can see this. But in front of the manjaris, Radharani has no shyness because the manjaris are so close, and this is the most intimate service because as a manjari we don't have any selfish desire anymore. We are one-pointed to serve our Swamini, to massage her nicely, to decorate her nicely, to do anything what is required that she wants from us. And even without that she's telling us with words, only by glancing, by looking at the manjari, she knows exactly what she needs because the manjaris are so much connected with Radharani. They feel the same as she feels. It's a very subtle, loving connection. And as the blackish Yamuna river reminds Radharani immediately of Shyama because it is blackish, when, for example, she sees something who is a white color, it remembers her of Balaram. And then she immediately is deviating from her pathways, going another way, not to meet him, to avoid an embarrassing situation. So Swamini is also one-pointed on her Shyama and showing us that we should always also avoid embarrassing situation or avoid things that are deviating our focus on the service of Srimati's lotus feet. This one-pointedness is actually very important. Like yesterday in the verse and in the commentary, it was written that the flow of love is coming to the practicing devotee. So we have to practice so that this love stream can flow to us. That means without doing anything, we cannot expect to anything is happening. So this means a relationship. Relationship is based on seva, on building a relationship. And for having a relationship, the most important thing is that we have a form, as we discussed the days before yet. And for me, it was interesting that it was mentioning 3 times to put pressure on this point, on the importance of this point to be a practicing devotee. We cannot expect that anything happens if we don't do anything for it. So loving devotional service means to do, to be engaged in devotional service.
And this is actually the slogan of our Sangha, love in action.
The maidservant knows how the touch of Shyam's hand feels, and she massages Swamini in exactly the same way. Swamini is absorbed. After the oil massage, the maidservant starts to massage Swamini with lotus pollen, while Shyam is absorbed in staring at the sweetness of her uncovered limbs from the branch of the tree. It is as if a stream of sweetness gushes from Swamini's sweet limbs.
Here it is also very astonishing to see what the meaning is to be a viewer when the manjaris are seeing the love play of the divine couple. They are relishing the rasa. And this manjari very expertly noticed how Shyama is massaging Srimati Radhika. And because she knows that this is pleasing her the most, how Shyama did that, so she's doing it in the same way to her, to try to please her the most with her seva.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful line to show us again how everything the maidservant does is increasing the desire of Swamini for Shyam.
Is the voice okay, Gurudev? Ask him again.
Gurudev, you can hear us? Not good.
Not good, no. Too less, huh? go there and try. It must be, but because Japanese devotee is okay, huh, Kishori? How is the voice? Is good?
That's very good.
Oh, Udavji. Jai Radhe. Good
Jai Radha.
morning.
Good morning.
So nice.
Yeah, the voice is actually particularly good.
Okay, but in Gurudev's room is not good.
Oh,
So,
someone go and fix.
yes.
We got our tech master.
So, Harinam Prasad is coming, Gurudev, and try to fix. Should we wait a little bit? So, Harinam, you can check the voice, huh? Maybe it's possible to make it more louder. Jai Shri Radhe, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So, voice is coming? Voice is coming, no?
Yeah.
Now it's better, Gurudev. Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe. Huh?
Yeah, he says like Ran Vallabha's voice is not good. Maybe to keep it low.
Aha.
Yeah,
Ah, okay. So more loudly, huh?
yeah, more loud.
Jai Shri Radhe. No, it's okay, yeah? Okay.
He want to listen Pran Vallabha.
Radhe Radhe. It is good like this, Gurudev.
No, little loud.
More loud like this?
Yes, good.
Okay, then I should speak louder, Gurudev.
Then if not, then nobody will listen it.
Okay.
Shri Radhe. It is as if a stream of sweetness gushes from Swamini's sweet limbs. How amazing is the abundance of her beauty. Her limbs are as if made of nectar, which is freely drunk by Sham with the cups of his eyes. From verse 75, may I admire the softness of your golden limbs, the sweetness of your smile, the largeness of your eyes, and the volume of your breasts. This is how he experiences her sweetness.
Here, Shyama is drinking this freely with the cups of his eyes.
Sham.
Shyam is drinking freely with the cups of his eyes. So, to show us that Shyam is the enjoyer and we are not supposed to enjoy in that way that Shyam does. As a Manjari, we have no desire for that because we are in the Manjari Bhav. We want Shyam to enjoy in that way that he's enjoying, and therefore we are doing anything to prepare our Swamini as nice as possible that he can enjoy the most. And this we have to realize that who is the enjoyer? Our ego is always telling us that we are the enjoyer in this material world. It's like a perverted form of being the enjoyer, or to think that we are also a supreme enjoyer. But it's like I say, a perverted form, because in the material world, everything is temporary. There is not real substance in it. So to come away from the lower taste, we have to know the higher taste, which is presented so nicely by Prabodhananda Saraswati's Rasa Radha Sudhanidhi and the explanation of Shripad. And we need explanations of the Mahajans, the explanation of our Gurudev to go deep in this subject, to understand the deep meaning of all this. Is this right, Gurudev?
Zu wenig noch lauter.
Her body shines like millions of lightning strikes, and her beautiful face is full of blazing, ever-increasing bliss. Mohan relishes all this nectar through his eyes. This is not heavenly nectar. It is the supreme nectar of Mahabhav.
Yeah, this is the point, huh? Heavenly nectar, even heavenly nectar is a nectar from the material world. So that means this is also, even if the demigods relish this nectar, it's different, right? And so we're not searching for heavenly nectar. We are really searching for the real nectar we can get by the service of our Swamini. This is real nectar. It will never end, and it will always expanding our relationship and loving feelings towards her service. This is the beauty. It's not our enjoyment we are looking for. It's really hers. We have no one selfish idea anymore. We are entering in her seva mood, and this is the beauty we will get when we are her maidservants. How they write it there? It's not heavenly.
Not heavenly nectar. It is supreme nectar.
Supreme nectar. This is different. Supreme. Prema. This is the real nectar. Even this heaven will break down one day, finish. But the supreme nectar of our Swamini Seva will never end. Ram Nam Satya Hai. Well, that was the words of Gurudev when he say goodbye to the body of and from Mataji, when her body left this place, and that means there is nothing, then the name of the Lord will stay. Everything will leave. And so the heavenly nectar also will leave one day. It's not eternal. But the relationship to our Swamini will never leave us. And so Mataji, we all know that she was in connection. And so that she has a eternal relationship. And this is the perfect example of that what you just read, Mahatmaji. This is, again, this? Yes. And so that to understand, and we are on the way to leave this material understanding and material enjoyment, and we will come to the seva mood with our Swamini. This is for this world, it's a hard step because we will leave everything behind. There was daughters, there was sons, granddaughters, grandsons. There is a house. Everything we have to left behind or leave behind. And so to see this and to see Gurudev, how he shows his happiness when this soul is entering the eternal abode, that was very impressive, is right in English to me. So, and now we read it. This is not heavenly nectar. It is the supreme nectar of Mahabhav. And this is something we cannot get in this world. Mahabhav is our Swamini. She is the source of Mahabhav. And if we are close to her, we become this Mahabhav. Jai Shri Radhe. We are not, she is Mahabhav. We get it from her. That, I hope it's clear.
Yeah. Praying for one drop.
Yeah.
Very nice what Guru Sundara said, how he explained about our material attachments. Everything was what is related to the body, not only that we have to realize that we are not this body, but the spiritual soul, but also everything what is related to the body, who is attaching us to the material world, who is very difficult to give up, like children, relatives, house, money, bank account, position, job, all these things. We can actually spiritualize all these things if we engage everything in Radha's Seva. So we can spiritualize everything to understand that Radharani gave me my family member within my care so that I can learn how to build a relationship and go into a loving relationship. And this is a really hard work. We have to work on our ego. We have to work on the heat of our mind. For example, we are reading and going deep into this so that we can cool the heat of our mind, the material heat. The mind wants us always to engage in material activities. So we have to engage the mind in spiritual activities like that. We can spiritualize it and understand that all things that we have doesn't belong to me. They belong to Radha. She gave it to us to take care of. So everything can be used in devotional service. Like Prabhupada also many times told his disciples that you can engage everything in devotional service. So everything can be spiritualized. And we don't have to worry anymore about anything because Swamini, she will take care. If she sees the desire, if we have the desire to do that. So it is, at the end, it is all a question of having the right desire. And it's also a question of the attitude, how we are performing our devotional service. Gurudev, how we can get this right attitude?
For what? Radhe,
For doing our seva in the right way, for going, how to go deeper in loving relation.
without coming to our spiritual body, material body create diversions. And understanding and living in that consciousness. When I understand a spiritual body, but how long we live there, that creates the connection. In my sarup, we can develop connection, and when we will try to move for that, our behavior will change. All action will be in service. What we will see, everything is the service and everything for my Swami. Outside it will not look, but inside my connection is like that. Outside will look like a normal behavior, but inside service only one pointed. When the goal is fixed, it happens like this. So Mahajan is teaching We have to follow the path, lotus feet of her stepping. If somebody not make stepping, means not moving, then it's not working. We have to step. We have to walk behind her. We start walking behind many things, but only we have to feel that walk behind her. Physically, it will not show to others, but mind has to be fixed like this, mentally fixed. Our mind is creating negative and positive way. If my mind is fixed for the material thing, my material body has to work. Mind has to fix. Well, my mind fixed in the for the Swami or for the material. Read lines, again repeat that line.
Her limbs are as if made of nectar, which is freely drunk by Sham with the cups of his eyes. May I admire.
Bhavlas Rati means I have to live in that feeling what Sam and Radhika is doing. That bhav, I'm not a Radhisha like a Krishna, Shyam, but I'm feeling that things. I feel also. Shyam is feeling and I also feel. That is Bhavulasa. I not feel, then is not Bhavulasa. I also feel the limbs of Swami. More up, more up, more high.
The maidservant,
you see,
knows how the touch of Sham's hand feels.
Maidservant knows the Sham when touched to Radhika, how she feels. When the maidservant is massaging the body of Radhika, she gives the same touch of Sham. Maidservant is massaging, but Radhika is feeling Sham is massaging too. It's a feeling, right? Go on.
Actually,
this is the sadhana. This is the sadhana to feel that. That's a bhavlasrati.
This is the love of the Manjari.
Yeah.
Manjari is so much loving Swamini and can feel everything in this love. And this is a unique love. And who not fell in love by reading this has a heart of stone, like we have heart of stone. We cannot fall in love, Gurudev. And this is the prayer in this. We like to fall in love, to feel this.
And these feelings, this love, is what enables the maidservant to serve Swamini in the way that she's able to. Without this Bhavalas Rati, she cannot touch Swamini in exactly the way that Sham touches. She doesn't know that that's what she wants. She can't feel that. And so through these feelings, the maidservant is able to serve in the highest form possible.
And she has to watch how well Sham touch my Swamini and how she massage, very massage. And same as Manjaris are doing. You see, when I touch Swamini, my feeling will not grow. my connection will not grow. But we want to touch material body, then it will never grow. We have to only feel that is Swamini's body I touch and massage. And how Swami is doing, I have to watch how he do with the Swamini massage. I have to learn it. That feeling has to grow. Mind has to be very free. And desire has to be that. I can do this in my feelings. I can touch her. I can massage her. Similarly, like Swami. Go on.
The maidservant knows how the touch of Sham's hand feels, and she massages Swamini in the exact same way.
Sri Radha.
Swamini is absorbed. After the oil massage, the maidservant starts to massage Swamini with lotus pollen, while Sham is absorbed in staring at the sweetness of her uncovered limbs.
Uncovered. Maid servant is massaging and she uncovered to Swamini. What? Limbs of Swamini. Because there is no confidence, there is no privacy in between Swamini and maid servant. This is the mercy of Mahaprabhu lineage. No, there is nothing covering. All is uncovered.
No secret.
Loud.
No secrets.
No secrets.
But to the Sakis, some secrets there, but Manjari, no secret.
This is the no cover. Gopi's secrecy is there. Sakhi's secrecy is there. But the Manjari, no cover. We cover ourselves from the Swamini. But she uncovered herself. Without her desire, nobody can uncover her. Only Manjari can uncover. Or Sham can uncover her.
It's amazing. It's amazing. This is only two. Sham and maidservant. This is a big meaning.
Baby. And one is the lover. Radhika uncover herself for the baby. You see, the baby mother uncovered her breast. She opened the button. She uncovered herself. Mother uncovered in the front of baby to open the breast. But lover has to open the buttons. She will not uncover herself for lover. So who is close? Babies are more close, very similar closeness with the son. This is Manjari Bhav. For this, only we need greed. If we have no greed, not possible. Go on.
Gurudev, similar with disciple and guru, no secret.
Sattvabrata is telling, this is similar with the disciple and guru. Yes. Guru uncovered himself with the disciple, but we don't want to feel it. Is a motherly relation with the Guru and disciple. And when she not want, no greed for that, then she not uncovered her. Guru never uncover, not open. She not open her breast. She like to open the button of her breast. But I am not ready. So then she not open. Why she will uncover herself for making joke? No. It's a feeling make you uncover. My Gurudev will be open her breast. She will open and show. She will give all his realization to us when we need that. We don't want, then why he will uncover herself? Why he will open the breast? And I cannot open the button because baby don't know how to uncover. But the Sham knows how to uncover. He knows to open the button. So he has to effort for uncovering to her. But baby is not neat. He has no idea to button to open. So she open her breast, uncover herself for the baby.
All the baby needs to do, Gurudev, is cry for it.
Cry for her. This is the greed. Crime is greed. One-pointed greed is there. Your baby will be your teacher. You see that?
Already, Gurudev.
That is Manjari Bhav.
Yeah, mama not open breast when baby is distracted with toys.
But baby don't know where to open the breast, but she will cry only. And mama has to open the breast.
Comes running. Comes running, Gurudev, when baby's crying for breast. Mama comes running from other room, anywhere.
Immediately open the breast. Uncover herself. Most confidential thing, she don't bother when she is uncovering herself. Because one pointed goal from her baby, she is uncovering. She don't want to see others.
And even nighttime, no problem. Anytime.
24/7. Radha. Go on.
It is as if a stream of sweetness gushes from Swamini's sweet limbs. How amazing is the abundance of her beauty.
You see, the beauty is this. How she is merciful. This is the beauty. She is uncovered for the manjaris, for babies. This is the beauty. If I have no feeling, I don't want to uncover myself. We have so much material covering inside on my head. We are shy. Babies are not shy to see the breast, play with the breast, and dance, live catching to the breast of mother. Because she uncovered and baby also feel the bliss of that breast and from the nipples of milk. And we cannot grow without sucking the breast of mother because we are babies. Our spiritual life cannot grow without uncovering myself. Radha. Understand? Yeah. I will. Your phone. Yes, sir.
हम जानता है नाम इसीलिए
4 साल पहले वो आए तो मंदिर खोजे बहुत तो नहीं मिला तो चले गए। इस बार आए तो बांके बिहारी मंदिर जा रहे थे तो अचानक से नजर पड़ गया मुंगेर मंदिर और समझ गए तो ठीक पहुंच गए। उसके बाद
Your phone, please, Prabhu. Hey. Oh, this is your phone?
No, it's mine.
Keep it in.
Yeah.
तो उसके बाद फिर उधर से लौटे
It is as if a stream of sweetness
उधर से लौटे तो
gushes
तो बोले कि हमको यहाँ उतरना है तो फिर बोले कि मंदिर बंद हो जाएगा।
It is as if a stream of sweetness gushes from Swamini's sweet limbs. How amazing is the abundance of her beauty. Her limbs are as if made of nectar, which is freely drunk by Sham with the cups of his eyes. May I admire the softness of your golden limbs, the sweetness of your smile, the largeness of your eyes, and the volume of your breasts. This is how he experiences her sweetness.
I think now it's time. You're very late. And I feel that's a beautiful meditation for today. If no one likes to add something, but this is really that what also Gurudev explained just now, this beauty of her. And so we can stay in this meditation for today.
I feel we had so many points shared about the path and the direction, and it's all so beautiful. And to me, it's important to remember that all happens without our own effort. We don't have to do anything other than increase our desire. When our greed is there, automatically our pot gets filled, or our pot that has holes in it, the holes are patched by our greed, and mercy comes and Swamini takes care of everything else.
How Gurudev explained so nicely now. This, we have to become like baby in all meanings. In the relationship to the Guru, there is no need to hide something. And as much as we are open to him, he will give the nectar. And the picture is the mother with the baby. This nectar from the Guru is the milk of his breast to the manjaris in our meditation. And the same is in relationship to our Swamini. This is a real flow of love. And as much as we are covering, as much as we are staying in the false identification, there is no open breast. And that to meditate today, I think it's a beautiful topic. And we can think about ourselves, how much we are hiding.
Yeah.
And how much we stay in our false identifications. And so we try to open all our secrets and nothing to hide to our Guru Manjari and to our Swamini. No need to hide. And then nectar will come in the form of the breast milk of Guru, but the goal is our Swamini's breast milk. And the baby has no false ego. There is no baby has no ego. This is not there. It not exist. And so we can meditate on this. And I think that Mahatma Ji is very easy to meditate on this at the moment. So We wish all of you a beautiful day and a beautiful meditation, full of love. Dhanyavad to all of you.
Radhe Radhe Gaur